Alright guys, it's Burrito back again with another analysis video. We're gonna go over the Optic Texas Atlanta FaZe Hacienda Hardpoint from the winners round 2 or 1? I think it's 1. Yeah, winners round 1. Okay, it's right up there. Whoops. Yeah, I just want to talk about this game. I want to talk about all the things Atlanta FaZe did wrong, and I want to talk about things Optic did very right. But I still feel like Atlanta FaZe should have won this game. That's not me coping. You're going to see as we go through this. So sit back, buckle up, get some food. If you're at work, school, whatever you're doing, like, let's fucking go, man. Let's break this shit down, man. So, like, I'm going to pause it when, like, I have to pause it, but otherwise I'm just going to, like, allow it to play through. It's not going to be like those things where I pause it all the time. Just gonna briefly talk about stuff, but obviously I'm gonna pause it a lot. I'm not gonna break down every minute thing, just like the big details, like this P2 rotation right here. So some I want to just like talk about real quick. So so this thing was like a little bit confusing, but I mean, this comes down to just like timing of kills and just knowing where they're going to spawn. So I'm going to break some down with my marker here. So on Hacienda P1, like let's say you have control of like this side, right? So if you have control of this side, if you push up anywhere on like this right side tall pole that he's at, like you could even see his POV. If you push up anywhere here, you know, anywhere there, you push up anywhere in this area, they're going to spawn in tin. They're going to spawn in tin. But, or I mean, I'm going to say also, if you're pushed up on this side, they're going to spawn down there. But the caveat is, a person from your team cannot be like hard blocking like the same time as you. Like, so let's say you're pushed up here and they're pushed up there. They're not going to spawn down there. They're still going to spawn like over here, because I think like this spot influences spawns a lot more than this spot does, and spawning back here is just too far unless motherfuckers literally pushed up and you have a guy like all the way back super duper hard blocking. Like they got to be super duper hard blocking. But Atlanta FaZe got 3 down. Okay, so Atlanta FaZe got 3 down. So right now Abizi's not pushed up, and it's a 2.5 respawn delay. So where Simp is where they're all going to spawn. So he's pushed up there, so they're going to spawn there. So with this knowledge, if Abizi is paying attention, he should know, you know, there's people there. He didn't see that guy in his rearview mirror, but he should know the people he's playing against. 26 seconds left. I mean, you could assume there's going to be people hitting you, obviously, from the front, but somebody got to pick up the back. And I don't think anyone even, like, read a person taking a route through fence. It actually makes like no sense to me. Like, look at everyone just sneak right by, and not one person went back to check. Like a BZ afterwards, like after like half an hour, was like, you know what, I got Merc. Yeah, the other people are probably by now. Goes back and gets one. Now take a look at where Atlanta FaZe spawned, because there's like some trades that went down here. So like Draza and Simpo died on the hill. And also, I think like the numbers actually kind of mess up halfway through the game, which is crazy out of Codcaster, by the way. But so like Atlanta FaZe dies. Take a look at where 2 and 4 spawn. 2 and 4 now spawn in office. If you spawn office, it means they're spawning on this side. Okay, it's like that simple. There are parallel spawns that you could get on this P1. If there's like a lot of shit going down there from both teams, you're gonna see it later in the game actually, so it's gonna be perfect. But you can get parallels like here and there, and then, you know, both teams are just sprinting on their respective sides. But if you spawn in office, there's no hope in hell they're spawning there or there. You're spawning right in the middle. You either have to spawn on a side to like at least have some sort of notification that they're spawning like parallel to you on the other side. But you spawn on office, they're spawning there. If anyone from Atlanta FaZe called that shit out, that's all you need to know. I'm not going to say they're perfect because they're not robots. And So they spawn there, two guys already spawned up, and then they got these two. Unless they're really, really, really paying attention, then they should know once they're not occupying that space anymore, that people can now spawn behind them. But I don't think they actually like recognize that. I think they just thought all of OpTic's spawn back here, so that's what they're going with. But I feel like if you play this game a lot and you go through like the VOD, like this stuff is like very readable. Like being able, and I see Hook, dude, and that's the thing. So like this is how I know it's not hindsight, because I see people like Hook literally calling it out like in multiple listen-ins. If this fucking tournament, I've heard him call like, oh, like they may have got some splits, like he'll like call, oh yeah, like they spawned street, but the other two may have gone splits, because he knows, he looks at VOD, and you can see like when you're here, you can see the kills in the kill feed, so it's not like it's impossible. You can see those kills. 2 seconds cam right here. 2 seconds later, these guys might, you know, it's just stuff you get when you play the game every day. That's stuff that you should actually know. So it's not like some crazy advanced thinking. That's why they're pro players. Play this game all day to know shit like this. So as you can see, two guys spawn over there, and then they're not occupying it. And look, and like number 2 pretty much reads that, and like he knows that they're gonna be, I mean, like in this direction, but that actually goes up top. But something I thought Atlanta FaZe should have did here, it's almost like they didn't fully anticipate people were back here, which makes no sense, because why, unless like Simp and Draza just aren't saying shit in the comms, I don't understand how you don't read anyone's back here. They literally got an office spawn, which means no parallels are possible, which means there is at least 1 or 2 guys in the kill feed that got this spawn. Okay, so as this goes down, you're gonna see what I thought Atlanta FaZe had a better idea of doing. Instead of splitting up, going to search for people, what I thought Atlanta FaZe actually should have did is all 3 of them hit connector and go around the back like that. Maybe 2, and then 1 guy could hold like this if they really want to, and wait for them to go around the back, and then if they see him, then he could go through connector and like, you know, do that. That's what I thought they should have did. But they just like split up. It's like I don't really like the 2 guys out the back, like, because you had to know they're gonna be back here. And then he is over there looking over there. I don't blame him, because obviously you literally can't know every spawn, but like, bro, like the other 2 are on a split, which means they spawned up super late, and Atlanta FaZe just all like dies there. I didn't think it just should not have went down like that. And like the fact that like 2 guys are getting ISO while like the 3rd guy's like not even there, it's just like crazy to me. Like I just think they literally should have went through like the fucking, they should have went through P2 together, cleared out like the back, and then actually work off that. And if they have like the back spawns, sure. But I think Atlanta FaZe have been playing P2 so bad over such a long period of time that they just tweak every P2. They try so hard not to scam. You could see it in their arrows, with the way their arrows are. They try so hard not to scam that they make things way harder on themselves. And OpTic's should have held this whole thing, because like this is something OpTic's very good at doing now. I mean, they're also like, I'm not gonna say now, they're pretty good at doing it like pretty much the whole time whenever they actually had momentum, or whenever they're actually playing good. They're really good at getting kills and making people spawn as far away from the hill as possible. So like they get 3 down, take a look at number 5, sprinting right to the back to block, 6 sprinting out the fence to block the fence spawn, guy on the hill, guy pushing super far out to spawn him like all the way down here. That's a fucking hell spawn. Like this right here, like this scenario right here, this is what OpTic's so good at, is like spawning people so fucking far away from the hill. Like it's just like demoralizing, because at that point you just have to get like, the other team just has like 1 shot, and then they kind of just gotta like chalk it. And it takes them forever. And also, I mean, if you want to talk about hindsight, I think if I'm Shotzi, I mean, granted, he got literally the worst caught timing. Like right when he turned away, the guy just slid right through. Unless this guy's begging for help, calling out multiple people, like you should just be holding your side, because there's still 44 seconds left. Still an opportunity for them to hit like the fence line. You know, they're all gonna be spawning out. They're all gonna be taking routes. Unless number 5 calls out multiple people, or he dies, but like he wasn't in any immediate danger. And number 7 has the connector as well, so it's not really anything crazy. And Dashy gets a kill across the map, so you know it's only 3 guys. You only see 1. You know, there's no immediate pressure to even like warrant going away, but that's if you want to be super duper picky. But so you see number 6 spawn in the back, so Atlanta FaZe actually gets this back. So something they actually got a lot better at, but still doesn't make up for them initially choking pretty much every P2s. Like their recoveries on this map were very good whenever like they would lose P2, and that's something they didn't have in their bag before. They would usually lose P2 and they're done. But they would recover and lose P2, but unfortunately they ran into a team that was very good at P3. You know, there's not that many great P3 teams. A lot of teams just hold P3 initially off like the front, or I mean off of the beginning of time. I can't even speak right now. I just had some mackerel, you know. But I don't know what to do with that either. But they're facing a team that's very good at P3, okay? And you're going to see OpTic here. So, like, OpTic feels like they have to do their due diligence of at least hitting this one time. Can't just let them have, like, 30 seconds uncontested. Gotta at least, like, you know, do it one time. But not everybody. The other people are just playing for, God, I can't even fucking find the words. They're playing for entries away from P2 going into P3. Like, they want to now, like, just secure, like, the cutoffs now. So, as you can see, number 6 isn't overcommitting. 8 may go and he dies, but now you see number 5, number 6 just holding this now. And, like, they're playing for cutoffs now. Because now they know, because Atlanta FaZe have P2, every kill they get, Atlanta FaZe is going to spawn all the way back. All the way back at P2. They have to come all the way back to P3. So I think OpTic did a very, and I don't know why other teams haven't like thought about this, you know. These are like the type of things I like think about on like my own whenever I'm like just like going through things, because like, yeah, I make these YouTube videos, but I watch a lot of VOD. Bro, I watch like soccer, wrestling, and this. That's like all I watch. I don't really watch like Netflix or anything. So like at the end of the night when there's no soccer, because obviously it's in the morning, caught up on all my wrestling, I'll just be there in my living room just eating, going through like fucking matches and just going through things like I actually like, you know, I actually like enjoy this shit. But like something I noted, like OpTic doing this is something a lot of other teams like are just not doing, where it's like they realize, okay, we're just not going to have P2. We're just going to play for... I may have seen Miami, actually. Miami may be like the other team, actually, who actually just gives up P2 and just plays for cuts. But I think OpTic does it better than Miami does, like, to be honest. But as you can see, like, they didn't even go past here. Like, they had one guy go past, but they always had a guy there fucking, like, securing it the whole time, you know? So I'll just go back because I keep rewinding shit. So as you can see, number 8 dies. Number 6 is like, yeah, that's not for me. I'm going to backtrack. He has number 5 helping him play for cutoffs. Hook realizes great timings because he plays the game all the time. Just has great timings. They're just holding people out. They get 2 kills. There's 6 seconds left. And now you can see exactly what they do. You're going to see them do this on pretty much every P3. And it's like, just like so great. Like, I just haven't seen a team do this at all. And it's just like so impressive to see. So it's okay if number 6 goes on a pinch, because now they're playing off all like the cutoffs, you know, because now they know everyone from Atlanta FaZe all spawning back there. How are they gonna get out? You have number 7 hard blocking the spawn, but he has eyes on like the P4 lane. So I'm just gonna like go on this. He has eyes on the P4 lane, like he goes back and forth just in case anyone goes through there, so he can catch a timing right there. And then you have a number 5 who. You have number 5, you have multiple number 5s, because now this were like all the numbers fucked up because they keep fucking up. You got the guy on the hill who's only watching patio, because number 6 is repinching fence to get the people off P2 going for P3. So he doesn't have to watch fence. He has another guy up top. So basically all this shit's covered. The only like bad timing maybe is if they go through there, but obviously they didn't do that. But they basically have everything covered, and this is just like impressive to see. Because I don't really see that many teams on P3 doing shit like this. And it's so simple, but you know, like a lot of teams aren't even thinking about this, because like usually when teams like give up P2 like pretty early, like halfway through, they're fighting for it, and next thing you know, they're spawning in the back and their team's fucking running out. That's usually what you see on Hacienda P2s, is a consistent fucking fight over here, and then you got like parallels and people sprinting out at the same time. OpTic's like the only team I've seen, I may have seen Miami do it like once or twice, maybe at this LAN, are the teams that just like, okay, we lost it, we're probably not going to get it back, let's just punish them, let's keep them trapped here until like the new hill pops, and then we'll just like make it really hard for them and make sure they have to take a lot of time to even get to this hill. It didn't work super successfully, but like it worked, you know, it worked. It's not like they got like, but like they actually got a lot of time off this. Okay, anyways, so see who called him at bay. Shotzi's on the repinch. And like you see number one, he made it by. They're still aware of him. He was able to sneak by. It's like the one guy's able to sneak by. But they easily fucking traded him. And like you see number five get number one. And Atlanta FaZe temporarily gets control, but they have nobody pushed up, so OpTic's constantly getting like a close well spawn, so they're just insta flooding it, and they just got pieces and trades, and now they just out traded them, outgunned them, outmanned them, and now like they're already out. And then so like I want to talk about just like small communication things, actually, like real quick. I want to talk about small communication, because at the pro level, communication is one of the things that separates like the top players from, you know, the people in challengers, like the AMs who are aspiring to be pro. You know, communication. And I'm not just talking about calling shit out. There's a lot of minute things that need to be called out that could make such a big difference. You're going to see multiple times in this game. We're going to go through multiple times in this, but I just want to call it small things like this. This is like my perfect example here. So OpTic obviously fucking pushing out. You see Shotzi's now pushed up office, right? Shotzi's now pushed up office. And he's fucking catching people off fucking rotation. Okay? So, So you see pretty much everyone here. Okay, so I have to rewind it here. So you see pretty much everyone here. Close spawn, you know, spawning by the cube, close spawn. And then you're going to see this guy. The guy spawned right here, right here. This guy spawns all the way back court. I only play ranked, okay? I've only played ranked in this game. Otherwise, I'm just making YouTube videos. I could instantly tell, playing probably a 16th of the amount of time that these motherfuckers have played, if I'm getting that spawn that far back away from the hill, there's gotta be somebody occupying this space. Because otherwise, it would just spawn you over here. But there's a guy over here, so that's like blocking it, you know? So it would just make sense to me if my teammates got a close spawn, like my teammates all spawn right here, why would I spawn here? There's only one answer. There's a guy pushed up here. That's the only answer. And I feel like people should be able to recognize that. And so this is where I talk about small communication now. So now like you see so now you see Draza gets that spawn, but like he's not even reading this. He's not even like, there's not even a thought that crosses his mind. They think there's maybe a person at the bottom. Like you see a BZ, I think, maybe check the bottom. Like, so you see like a BZ down low. It looked like he was up top. Like it looked like he just walked up the stairs. Am I faded? It looked like he walked up the stairs. Did he walk up the stairs and just walk right by him? Bro. Oh my god, dude. He walked right by Shotzi in the corner. Bro, when I was rewatching this, I didn't even see that. Dude, look. He literally back to him. He's right beside him right now. He's literally on top of him. And look, no one's looking at each other. Like, he has eyes on, like, the door now. They're right beside each other. Abizi's literally right fucking there. And he didn't fucking see him. That makes so much more sense. I gotta completely take back the whole communication thing, because this is just terrible timing. Abizi literally cleared out the top, okay? I feel bad now. Okay, but there's still like a lot more examples. But holy fuck, dude. Literally right beside him. And John's thinking it's all chill. He's like, all of a sudden, he's like, what the fuck? Why am I getting shot here? He still shits on him anyway. Wow. Dude, when I was watching, I was like, there's no way he's up top. He had to have fucking gone down low. But I was like, there's no way his arrow, like, actually goes back. That's insane, actually. That's fucking insane. So then Atlanta FaZe plays a really good P4. They're only good P4 the whole entire game. They read the pressure very well. Like, people were able to help each other. So you see number 1 right now in mid right now. Like, knows when to go and help. Like, you saw the guy earlier who was holding that. And then he goes back to help. Actually, you're going to see it right here. It's actually right here. I'm already precursing it. So right now, he's thinking there's pressure from mid. But there's no one mid. He checks it just to make sure it doesn't get bad timing. Instantly now goes to help the front because I realized they're all going to come from the front. That's how you read pressure. Could argue it could have been a tad bit earlier, but you know you don't want to get bad timing. But that's a vintage Atlanta FaZe P4, and it literally got them right back in the game. It made up for like their P2 and everything. And you even saw here, because I like to clown on BZ a lot. Or I mean, like not clown on him, but criticize him. But this is like a pretty good heads up play from a BZ. So like he spawns here, but he goes back just to block this because he doesn't want this shit to get chaotic. He wants to make sure OpTic is spawning on this side. 2 and 1 are so far pushed up. So if he blocks this, they're getting the deepest spawn you could possibly get on a P4. I'm surprised I haven't seen a lot of teams execute this in real time, but it is what it is. But yeah, I thought that was a heads up play out of Abizi as well. Like then, like something I don't appreciate is like some Atlanta FaZe is like pretty bad at. And this is not only for just holding hills, but just like this shit in general is like they can never like when they get people into a perfect position to just like spawn kill them. They just cannot, like, they get them in a good position, and then they just can't get kills. And, like, they just get overzealous, or they don't know how to, like, make the gunfights more in their favor. They have to, like, force chows instead of just making people run into irons. And it's like, they could have, like, spawn killed, like, 2 guys right there, and they could have had a pretty clean, like, P1 right there. You know? They could have spawn killed 2 guys right there. And they would have had full control, because you saw the guy literally get the guy on the pinch there. They could have had a fully controlled P1, but 2 guys in office fucking dying. Pretty unacceptable. Pretty unacceptable, especially when Abizi was literally blocking, so it's literally a one-way traffic, but it is what it is. Right there, you get shit on. That was like just really bad. God, if you got that one too, that'd be really something. Let me tell you. Okay, now we're gonna talk about this. So this is like the next P2, okay? So some I just wanna go through here. Well, I'm not sure if it was even here or not. Hold on. We're just gonna let this play through. Nope, it was not this one. Okay. Alright, okay. So once again, Atlanta FaZe have control of this hill. Okay? And this is the example of communication I really wanted to talk about. Okay? So I'm even gonna rewind it just a little bit further. So they're pretty scarred from like the last P2 because they ran in the back. There's 2 guys there. They're like, how'd they get there? Well, pay attention to the office spawns, and you probably would have figured that out in the last one. So this is the example of communication I really want to talk about. So they basically get pretty much everybody. Okay, so I just want to like even rewind it just a bit further. So they get this guy off the hill. They get Dashy over there. They see Shotzi. They get that guy, and they get Shotzi. So they basically pretty much clear everybody out, okay? They clear everybody out. FaZe is not occupying this area, and this goes back to like the parallels that I said that you're able to get. So number 5's there, but there's also people from Atlanta FaZe there. So Atlanta FaZe is blocking this from OpTic being able to get this back spawn. So OpTic spawning over here, but you also have number 5 over here. So Number 2 gets that spawn. So these are like the parallels that could happen. There's like nobody blocking any of this. These are parallels that could happen. There's two types of players from 2 different teams, you know, all fucking fighting over here, so they're blocking everything. So look. So like they get that spawn, okay? So they get the parallels. Now take a look at where this next number 1 spawns. So this is going to be Christopher Lear. And unless there's some bad communication, I need someone to explain this to me. So they were tweaking about the last P2 when OpTic got spawns in the back, but they should have been able to read it because like 2 guys on their team spawned right there in office. Should have been readable. So look where Simp spawns. So Simp spawns right in the middle of the fucking lobby, okay? Right in the middle of the fucking lobby. You want to know what that tells me? That tells me there is no fucking chance in God's green earth that anyone from OpTic is back here. P1 is still popped, and a person on your team got a fucking lobby spawn by P2. That instantly tells me all of OpTic, especially since number 2 got that spawn. If he called it out, Draws is a very good communicator. He calls out a 10 spawn. Number 1 spawns right beside me. This is the only side of the map OpTic could be on. Instantly. And I'll even give him a grace period. I'll give him like 2-3 seconds maybe to hear the comm and register this information. But let's take a look at what aBeZy does here, okay? And I'm not picking on anyone. I'm just saying at this level, bro, we got to be able to read shit like this, man. We just got to be able to read this, okay? Just got to be able. He literally spawned in the lobby on P1. It's not like P2 was popped. He spawned in the lobby on P1. On P1. Not P2. On P1. He spawned in the fucking lobby. There is no hope in hell they're back there. If anyone from OpTic is back there, you're spawning out. You're spawning like back there. Or you're spawning in 10. There's no fucking chance in hell anyone from OpTic's back here. But take a look at aBeZy. So we're going to do a little counter on the time here. So Simp spawns up. So he's like, oh man, fuck, I got a lobby spawn or something. So let's say he says it right now. He goes, he checks the back so casually and just fucking dies. And I'm even more mind-blown because take a look at the other arrows. Look, so he spawns here. Look, he's fucking tweaking. He's going around the back. He's looking in the back like there's a person there. What the fuck? The only person who is actually fucking woke is MC. He's the only woke person. He's like, okay, I don't know why he even look there because his teammates spawned there, but like I'm gonna let that one slide. So like his teammates spawned there. He's like, I don't know what he's looking at, but he immediately goes and says, I'm gonna go right on the Humvee because that's where they're gonna come from. I can appreciate that. What the fuck is Simp doing? What is Simp doing? There's still 9 seconds on P1. So it's like, brother, you literally spawned in the lobby on P1. They're nowhere. It's literally impossible. It is literally impossible. Like, I know, like, these new age CODs have some fucking fucked up spawns, but this is literally impossible. Like, let me tell you. It would literally be impossible on P1 Hacienda for you to spawn in the fucking lobby. With P1 popped, you spawning there is no fucking chance anyone is back there. There is no chance. There is literally no chance. And look what all of them are doing, bro. aBeZy's going around the driveway, taking 2 hours, checking it. Simp's literally hard aiming the back. They're tweaking off that last fucking P2. That shit had them traumatized. But brother, you literally spawned there. Like, you know? What is he doing? He's like he's still checking the back. Like, this guy is literally tweaking. And now his whole team dies. Like, oh, fuck, maybe they're not back here. And then he dies. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Look, he's going around the back to check it, bro. Your teammate just spawned in the lobby. Simp spawned right there, and he's checking it. What the fuck are we doing? no! Optic just got the easiest, and then a lot of FaZe actually gets it back. But bro, you should have never lost it in the first place. Actually, no, I forgot Optic actually gets it back again. And take a look at Optic playing fucking guarantees, laying down on the Humvee, watching connector, watching the back. Just a tight fucking ship right here. Atlanta FaZe has to push, just shitting on all of them. They're just all spawning on a fucking kill funnel. But what the fuck was that from Atlanta FaZe? I need answers, man. It's just like so impossible. Like, I want to know, what did Simp fucking call out here? What did fucking Simp call out here? And how did no one notice? I'm pretty sure MC noticed, even though he kind of checked that, like, your person spawned right in the lobby. Like, I'm just like, I'm telling a BZ, don't check the back, don't check the back. Like, focus on the front. They're all coming like, the guy spawning tin and your guy spawning lobby. Only side of the map Optic could be on is this fucking side. The only side they could be on. What are we looking at? Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. Crazy shit, man. I'm telling you. Dude, that's some crazy shit. Then Optic just fucking, you know, does all that. But Atlanta FaZe actually is able to break it after a while, but Optic gets these kills. And then it's a carbon copy of like the last fuck P2. Like literally number 2 spawns on a pinch and they just collapse on him. Once again, exact same thing that happened on the last P2. Atlanta FaZe gets like the last half of the time. Optic's like, okay, we're not going to lose P3 again. Just let him get the 20 seconds, whatever. Like you have some guys fucking going through, whatever, but there always is a guy holding this, making sure no one crosses, just constantly just staying around the area. Like they're playing for fucking cutoffs. They're playing for cutoffs. They don't want anyone to get by. You see number 7 now. This is literally like the exact same fucking setup they had the last time. Number 7 over there. This guy's about to go on the hill. A guy in this area. Shotzi watching this. Exact same shit. This one was a bit more sloppy at Optic, but I still like the formation anyway. But someone I want to talk about with like Atlanta FaZe once again. Brother. So I know Atlanta FaZe, it's not really like their playstyle, like the sneaky fucking playstyle. Like they always kind of feel like they have to get kills. Like it feels like they can't like leave anything. Like they have to, like if they do find a gap, they got to go back and get that kill. Like it's like that type of mentality. But they need to like adapt. Like I hate to have to say it, but like there are things from okay, wait, no, I'm not trying to sound fuck disrespectful. Okay, all I'm trying to say is Atlanta FaZe had like some gaps here. Okay, so you're gonna see like they have some gaps here and they could have walked right through, but they found a way to go back. So, like number 1 walks right in the underpass and he gets that kill. Why are you fucking running backwards? I don't care if who gets that kill. Why are you running backwards? Just go forward with your team and fucking collapse on the one guy. And now number 5 has to run onto all 3 of you guys. Why are you going back to give him a kill? Like, he knows you gotta kill you. And you instantly ran back. So, like, it's just a free kill. It's just like a free kill. Like, get that kill and move forward. Your team has patio control and everything. Like, let Hook chase you. Like, you can now go on the hill. Fucking Dashy's tweaking now, you know? You can easily go on the hill. 3 guys collapse on him. Hook's the last guy. And he is going to get traded. He's not going to pop 3. Maybe he pops 3. But just, like, you don't have to go back for things like that. Like, just play for, like, the hill. Just run right onto the hill, you know? Like, they definitely could have did that. Alright, so now we're going to keep this rolling. Not going to try to pause it too much. I think I hit, like, the one, like, really bad note I wanted to hit. But we are going to be getting into like the P4 though. And also, so it's like another scenario of Atlanta FaZe's getting a perfect scenario and not being able to hold. So there's 29 seconds left. This is a big 29, okay? And they could get every single second of this shit. Every single second. They can now be at 162. You know, this is good time. Very good time. They got 4 down. They're blocking the back. Optic can only spawn on this side. Why does Draza not have any help here? Or I mean, Celium. Holy shit, there's like 3 number 1. I don't know why I said Draza's the 1 number 2 on the team. Why does MC not have any help here? So like after 2 blocks like this back, I think he should just like now just like, you know, fucking whatever. But I think number 1 right here. So Atlanta FaZe didn't have anyone pushed up far enough to like block a well spawn and like force like a lobby spawn, because usually if you're actually pushed up far enough, they actually do spawn like inside. They can spawn fucking deeper, but they didn't have anyone pushed up far enough yet. And I'm wondering why MC didn't have any help here. Like, all you need is some help here, and you basically secure all the time. And they need that time. That's big time. The fact that this guy's sliding through a BZ, I'm pretty sure it's a BZ because Simps on the hill. Yeah, it is a BZ. The fact that a BZ is like going for that, like, don't even focus on that. Fucking help your teammate there. If they come through like the top, good for them, you know? Good for them. Like, this is the immediate pressure on like the fence line. Help on the fence line first, you know? All you gotta do. But Optic breaks, MC spawns up well, they don't read it. I don't blame them, because that's in the middle of fucking chaos. So then like another thing right here I want to talk about real quick. So something that also separates like top players from like everybody else, I see this so many times in rank play, dude. It is the most aggravating thing watching any fucking rank play at any, like, if it's Crim lobbies, Eerie lobbies, Diamond lobbies, whatever it is. And I just want to say, even in S&D, for example, in Control, when like you're on the last lives and the team has a mad advantage, like, there is such a skill. I didn't know how big the skill gap was in being able to like play together in a mad advantage scenario. There is literally a massive skill gap, and especially in S&D, it is crazy. Like, it is crazy. If you play any like ranked or whatever, you can see how bad it is in rank. People will be in a 2v1 for like a whole entire fucking minute and not fucking find each other, and they're just playing fucking separate islands, and they just, it is literally incredible how fucking bad people are, just fucking mad advantages. And this is like along the same lines of scenario. Is there such a big skill diff? If anyone wants a tip to improve, I'm gonna tell you right here. A skill diff to improve that requires no communication. This is just all up to your individual COD IQ intelligence. Is being able to recognize where your teammate is and recognizing what you need to do to guarantee a trade and where you need to put yourself. So like in a scenario like this, like a BZ gets a kill, Shotzi comes through. So even if there is one more guy and Hook actually does come out and he gets terrible timing, but like this is like a scenario where like Simp doesn't even need to go there. Like, there's no pressure from this side. All he has to do is just hold this heady. He has a guy in the corner. You know, you need to put yourself in scenarios where your teammate is to like make sure that like there's gonna be a trade, and I'm not just fucking dying and I leave my teammate in a fucking terrible situation. But you see Simp now hop over. Hook's still inside and Mbizi's still on the side, so he doesn't even get this kill. He has a pistol now. But it's like just being able to like put yourself in a good position depending on where your teammate is. I could find way better examples than this, but this is the first thing I thought of like in this scenario. Like, there's no reason like they just killed like 3 guys here. Like, they actually just killed like 3 guys here. Like, there's no reason I did. Like, Hook should never be popping that too. Like, that's just like that's one of the things that lost Atlanta FaZe, lost them the game. You taking those 2 P2s and now this. Like, you could honestly let Optic have like the P3s. I thought they played that great, but you choke P2s and then you like, that's just like it could also be unfortunate because, you know, shit like that does happen, but there's no reason for Simp to go on the other side and put himself in a scenario when he's already like kind of weak to now leave a BZ in a spot where now a BZ's like in an awkward scenario. Like, just play like the heady. Like, you already got 2 there. You got the 3rd guy. Last guy's like right there. Even if he is or not, you know, you had fucking people like blocking the back too. I could even go back. So Drawza, it gets fucking dashy. So So MC has a guy on the hill. Drawza gets dashy. That's Merc. So that's like the 3rd guy. So that's 3 guys, okay? Actually, no, that's fucking 2. And then there's 3. Last guy. Like, why are you going over there? But whatever. Just let that happen. And then Optic is able to hold this whole thing. I'm gonna try to like speed this up. Drawza does a good pinch. but it really doesn't matter because Optic like went on an insta pinch underneath secret. I guess a lot of FaZe didn't read it, even though it's a day one thing. Everybody does, but I think it's because they got Shotzi. They just assumed no one's gonna do it, but you even saw like a number one like sort of check it, but then they ended up pinching it again anyway. Optic just like put so much fucking pressure on him. Like at this point in time, like at this point, like fucking reload your pistol, man. Like he's just, I mean, like fucking like reload your primary, just shooting the pistol. Like we already talked about this before. So I'm gonna kind of let this play through a little bit now. So now Optic off the P1. I like how Merc goes for like an instant P2 wraparound. I love this. But something I want to talk about is MC's fucking IQ right here, okay? His IQ. The fact he's able to read this, okay? The fact he's able to fucking read this is so impressive. I think it's because the number 2 like spawns out here. So he's like, okay, if I'm in P2 and a guy there spawns there's got to be people back here. The fact MC throws this stun right here, like that is just, bro, this guy is fucking smart as fuck. And even here, Mark calling out too.
To know where Hook's position is, just to read those spawns.
Like MC is a fucking wizard sometimes, bro. He's a wizard. Yeah, but also something else I want to talk about. So what am I doing? I was actually gonna point something out, but this is actually a pretty chaotic P1. I'm not gonna be picky on that one. I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna leave that one. We're gonna let this one play out. So once again, Atlanta FaZe with P2 again. They even got a guy spawning back there. So they got a free guy on the pinch, okay? They got a free guy on the pinch. I like how number 2 recognizes there's a guy on the pinch. So he just completely gives that up. He's like, the timing is not going to be bad. He takes the risk. Focuses his attention on where the immediate pressure is going to be in the lobby. Great play out of Draza. You see the other number 1 guy dives there. It's a BZ. And then a scenario like this, you know, basically the exact same thing again. So number 1 just ran through here, and I don't really like how he's watching it. Like, I don't really like that. Like, he already checked this. You could say there's a chance, like, okay, so like this guy hops up P1, so he's thinking maybe that's the guy that's gonna come. But dude, Optic is all gonna be flooding the back because you left the back open. So that's just about you being able to read shit. But they do get 2 kills. So this is great. And I think right here, Draza needs some fucking help. So this is probably like the best opportunity out of P2 that actually, I'm not gonna say it's the best opportunity. I think like the first one, you can even argue like the fucking second one. I'm gonna say like the first one was probably like the best opportunity that they had. I'll actually even say like the second one too. No, the second one they literally spawned in lobby and they fucking found a way to lose that. So I'm gonna leave that one. That one's probably number 1. That one's number 1 for sure. But I don't get what this. I'm pretty sure it's a BZ2 again. Like I hate to have to call it a BZ, but I'm pretty sure it's him. I'm pretty sure it's him. Cause Simp just died. Wait, actually it may have been Simp. Actually it is fucking Simp. That is Simp. That is fucking Simp, kid. Simp. My bad, Abizi. My bad, Abizi. My bad, dog. I've been hard on you. But like, I don't know what Christopher's doing here, man. I don't know what Christopher's doing here. Like, why are you watching the pinch? Leave the pinch alone. Immediate pressure in the back. He could be using help in the back right now. He could be using some help. Like, after they get that guy, someone got to go help fuck Draza in the back. Especially after, like, he gets, like, that kill. Like, now he has, like, nobody helping him. They're turtled. And now they should know. I mean, like, now that Optic has control of the back, that they got Draza out. That... Alright, holy shit. Okay. Well, this all comes down to, like, fuck timing of the kills. Like, Draza was still back there. So... they do recognize there is going to be one guy on the pinch. And this is where fucking Abizi fucking comes in. Holy shit, I'm baited. My bad. That's where BZ comes in. So BZ recognizes there's people on the pinch, right? He recognizes people on the pinch. Why he's just like in the open with an SMG is beyond me. He could have just played like an off angle. If you want a fucking turtle, at least get in a position where you're guaranteed like some damage to set up a trade or something. Instead, he's just throwing his body like right out in the open. Like he reads it, but he literally has an SMG and he's just like right in the open. Like he reads the pinch too. If Simp has connector, just like sit right on the opposite side of the wall. Just lay down. MC's literally laying down. Lambo has it covered. All you got to do is just like lay down on the side of the, like anywhere, any corner, and just watch across and just fucking get some damage in for trades. And they could have won trades here if fucking Ibiza didn't just fly out right in the middle. I was like, dude, I was mind blown by that. But that's just another like their P2s are just so bad and they haven't gotten any better. And it's just like individual errors, lack of communication, and just like a scam fest. Just a fucking scam fest. Like, Ibiza had the right idea to know they're spawning out, but for him to just like stand right in the open where there's no cover, not even on the Lambo, just in the open, makes no sense to me. And I think they actually do break this again, which is fucking insane. It's just like 3 times in a row they fucking do this. Like OpTic, not really that great at holding P2, but they're great at breaking it. I wouldn't even say OpTic's great at breaking. I think they just ran up into a team who's just not good at holding. Like, I don't think OpTic did anything crazy on, like, their P2 breaks that I was like, wow, oh my god. I think they just ran to, like, 3 P2s in a row. Just scammed. 3 in a row. You gotta think, you know? That's at least, like, 120 seconds. Maybe 100 that OpTic got off of just scams on P2. And now it's just, like, at a point where NFA's have to sprint right on the hill. OpTic just, like, playing for that. And this where like Atlanta FaZe is like terrible when they know they have to like run into something last fucking second. It's usually over at that point. And yeah. So yeah, that's Hacienda. I just wanted to go through it. Thank God I didn't hit the hour mark. I'm like just below 50, which is a pretty short video for me. That's great for me. I kind of like stumble over my words a bit. I don't like preparing notes. I just like watching it like before. Usually I watch it and I do the video right after. But this time I watched it, I went to the gym first, and then I came back, and I ate, and then I fucking did it. So, you know. Hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, I'm not that high on OpTic as everybody else, but I mean, yeah. I mean, Atlanta FaZe just plays very bad Call of Duty. I don't know what they did with their whole month off. Yeah, it's actually pretty fucking, it's like jarring to me. It's actually jarring to me. Like, those P2s are borderline for some of the, like, that's something I expected from the first iteration of the Falcons team. That's what I expected from them. Like, that's what that looked like. And that's why I'm so mind blown by it. Because that's not something you should be seeing from like a top 2 team in the whole entire world. You should never be seeing that from that. Obviously, teams can make mistakes, but that is literally like no excuses, you know? Really bad stuff. But yeah, I guess the story of the whole year, Atlanta FaZe can't really play Hacienda. They played it well like once against Vancouver. They've had some wins on it, but nothing really impressive, to say the least. They even scammed like their P4 that they had, just by an unfortunate 2-piece. I could call that unfortunate. Hook just like fucking, you know, did his thing, knew how to play his life in the doorway. But yeah, 3 P2 scammed, the P4. OpTic played really well on the P3s. Like, the P1s were pretty mixy. I think OpTic had the edge on being able to, like, you know, actually make it mixy, rotate around, like, the fence line. But I think on the second one and the third one, Atlanta FaZe kind of got more control of it. So P1s were just P1s. P4s, like, Atlanta FaZe had that one. OpTic had the next one because FaZe choked it. The P2s were Atlanta FaZe scamming, OpTic getting 30 seconds, Atlanta FaZe breaking halfway through, getting the last 30 seconds, not being able to get out for P3, OpTic getting good P3 time, Atlanta FaZe making it mixy near the end. And then, yeah, that's pretty much a summary of the whole entire map. But hope you enjoyed. Leave a like. Send this to fucking RJ and Crowder. Send this to all Balana FaZe. I need them to see this shit. Show them timestamp the second P2 and fucking show them that. Timestamp the second P2. Show them that. I'm out. Peace.